Excuse me, sir. I don't mean to be rude or to pry or anything, but are you gonna finish that? I would get my own, of course, but see, SpongeBob, the fry cook, he just left and he's done for the day, so if I can't have any of that, I won't be able to get any more crab patties until tomorrow. So if you could just give me a bite of maybe just some cheese or even some lettuce. Okay, I guess it's fine. You don't have to give me any, it's fine, I understand. I wouldn't give mine up either. Oh, so I guess that means no more crab patties for the day. Oh, so now I'm hungry and bored. Oh, man. What am I gonna do? Oh, what is that? I don't think this place was up when I went in for lunch. Mike's Emporium. Welcome, welcome. Okay, very interesting. What is an Emporium, though? Oh, it looks like they sell a bunch of random stuff, actually. Looks like they have a necklace, very nice necklace, a crown that happens to have purple jewels in it. Ooh, probably pretty expensive, probably out of my price range, even, especially since my price range is $0. That's way out of my price range. A ring, ooh, if I ever meet that special someone, I guess I can give them a ring. A bag. What can I do with a bag? Oh, of course! Oh, if I had a bag, and I asked SpongeBob at the beginning of his shift to make me like 100 Krabby Patties, I could just get all the Krabby Patties, eat as many as I want, and then put the rest in the bag for later. Oh, that's genius! Then I wouldn't be restricted by SpongeBob's work schedule. Oh man, I can eat Krabby Patties whenever I want. Oh man. All right, that's definitely on my list. That is definitely a possibility. A coffee cup. Okay, I don't think I drink coffee, so that's not very useful. And I think that's a banjo? I wonder if it's like the clarinet. I mean, I don't know how to play the clarinet, but maybe I'll take up the banjo. No, I should focus. One thing at a time, one thing at a time. The banjo is nice. I'll get that for later. Maybe I'll get that for SpongeBob for his birthday or something. But for now, you know what? I've been good today. I think I only had like 27 Krabby Patties over at the Krusty Krab for lunch, so I think I deserve this. So, yeah. Oh, that bag looks so nice, and it's so big. I could fit so many Krabby Patties in there. All right, I think I've made up my mind. Sir, I'd like to buy this bag. Good afternoon, sir. Welcome to Mike's Emporium, the place for all your randomly needed items. Need a ring for that special someone? Go to Mike's. Want to boost your confidence with a crown? Go to Mike's. You think it's finally time to become a musician with your very own banjo? Go to Mike's. Hey there. Oh, I'm terribly sorry, sir. That's just how I am in my commercials. Let me formally introduce myself. I am Mike Fishonopolis, and I am the owner of Mike's Emporium. I go from town to town selling my quality goods to wonderful customers like yourself. Has anything in my wonderful store caught your eye? Actually, I want to buy this bag. Ah, yes. That very bag was owned by King Neptune when he was just a prince. It's made of the finest silk and comes all the way from the distant land of Shell City. I'm assuming you wish to purchase it because you want to impress guests at your fancy dinner parties. No. Actually, I kind of just want to be able to carry more Krabby Patties around with me. Oh, well, that works too. I forgot to mention that King Neptune often kept his Krabby Patties in that bag while journeying the lands. I'm sure it would be perfect for your needs. Now, how would you like to pay for that? We accept Sand Dollar, Sand Credit Cards, and Mike's Emporium gift cards. I don't know. How much is it, exactly? $500, sir. Oh, well, funny story, I don't really have any money. Oh no, not another broke buffoon. Look, buddy, you could have told me you had no money before I got my hopes up. All you've done is waste my time. I'm sorry, sir, really, I've just never really had my own money to buy stuff, honestly. Usually I just borrow stuff, and even then I usually don't return it. You never have money? Why don't you get a job then? Well, I've had a couple jobs. I mean, there was that time I tried being a lifeguard, but then I remembered I couldn't swim. Oh, and there was the time I tried being a waiter, but I kept eating the food on the way to the tables. And there was the time I worked at the Krusty Krab right next door, and I blew the whole place up. So, yeah, I don't know, I guess I'm not really suited for a job. Ah, kid, I understand. I used to get fired from a new job every week. They always said the same thing. Mike, you have to wear the uniform. I don't care if you like suits more. So you know what I did? I started my own shop. Now I can wear a suit whenever I feel like it. And I make a lot more money, too. Owning a store sounds pretty nice. It really is, kid. It really is. Hey, you know what? You should start your own store, too. That way you can have money to actually buy stuff. You know, stuff like Krabby Patties, or clothing, or maybe even some goods at Mike's Emporium. I guess I could, but what would I sell? Up to you, sport. Just find something that you think people will buy and sell it. That's how I started. Anyway, wish I could help more, but I need to get back to making my own money. Good luck out there. You're gonna need it. Alright, well, thanks, Mike. Well, man, I really want this bag, and I can't borrow it from this guy. He's too nice. Well, he had a good point, though. Maybe I could start my own business. But what could I sell? I don't really have much in my rock. I just have a bunch of sand. Could I sell this? This purple rock? No. Yeah. Maybe this gravel? Nope. Or maybe, what about, do people buy flowers? I think people buy flowers. I mean, I've never bought a flower before, but obviously some people have to. I mean, SpongeBob has these flowers, and I think Squidward has some over there. What if I started a flower shop? It's genius, absolutely genius. And I don't really have any flowers, but SpongeBob's a good friend. I'm sure he wouldn't mind if I just borrowed these flowers. I mean, it's pretty simple. All I have to do is take these flowers for now, make a profit, and then buy him some new ones. Ah, it's perfect. He'll never even notice they were gone. All right, so I don't need to take the flower pots because I don't need to sell those, but if I just take maybe a few of these, maybe a few each, I should be all set to start up my own shop. Beautiful. Okay, I've got 3 of each. Probably gonna need a few more. All right, well, time to get to work. It looks almost done. It needs just a bit more to finish it off. How about there? All right, perfect. And then maybe white wool there? Oh, that actually looks pretty good. I mean, I pretty much just copied the other shop stall that's right down there. But I mean, other than that, I think it looks pretty good. I built it all myself, and all the materials were, I mean, not bought by me, but were found by me, or borrowed. But it still needs an entryway. I can't just be standing right in here. How about, ooh, I like that. Ooh, I like that. Oh, I love that. Perfect. All right, so now I can get in and out just like that. And I don't think I can set a code on here or a lock of any kind, but maybe no one else can figure out how to do this and open it. All right, I'm just gonna hope that that's the case. Anyway, I need to actually put my stuff that I'm selling in here somewhere. So I guess any place is good. Let's put it right there. Perfect. All right, and put our lovely flowers in there. Perfect. I feel like I'm missing something though. I still have a sign that I could use. I guess I can give my shop a name. Let's call it, I don't want it to be something bland. I want it to be something really original and creative and catchy. Ooh, let's go with Jack's Flower Shop. And then a bunch of exclamation points. Perfect. Oh, it looks professional. It looks sleek. It just looks fantastic. And I think I'm gonna get a lot of business. So, wow, I guess that's it. I'm ready to go. My first day on the job. My first day owning my own business. To think one of these days I'm gonna be up in one of these big buildings. I'm gonna have a big office. Maybe I'll go to New Kelp City again, and maybe I'll get SpongeBob in on it with me. No, I can't do that. I can't take him away from making Krabby Patties. That'd be a crime. All right, well, I can think about that stuff later. For now, I am the owner of Jack's Flower Shop on day 1, and I am ready for some customers. 3 hours later. Excuse me, sir. Oh, well, I'm very sorry. Welcome to Jack's Flower Shop. How are you on this fine, kind of gloomy afternoon? Hi, are you the owner of this stall? Yes, I am. Would you like to buy a flower? We have two different types. One that's, well, white and one that's red. They're both very high quality, I can assure you. Actually, I want to apply for a job. Are you hiring? Huh, that's a good question. Well, I wonder if maybe the reason why I don't have any business yet is because I don't have any employees working for me. You know, trying to run this whole thing by myself is kind of too much to ask, so... you know what? I absolutely am hiring. But how do I know you'd be a good flower salesman? I mean, not everyone could just be a flower salesman, you know? It requires very certain characteristics and traits. You could interview me, you know, ask me questions to make sure I'd be a good employee. That's a great idea. All right, well, excuse me 1 second. Let me just get out my clipboard here. First interview of the day, of course. Let me get out my pen. All right, here we go. I'm just gonna ask you a few simple questions to make sure that you'd be a good fit here. So first off, when would you be able to work? Whenever you need me to. If you give me a call at 3 in the morning, I'll answer. If you need me to work late one day, I won't complain. All right, very good answer. Thank you very much. Good to know that you are very available. That's good in an employee. Now, this next question is very important, so please take your time answering it and be very thoughtful. If you had to choose between getting a chum burger or a Krabby Patty for lunch, which would you choose? I'm sorry, but what does that have to do with this job? Well, I need to make sure you're not crazy, of course. Plus, if you go out for a lunch break and you get a chum burger and you bring that back here, you're going to sync the whole place up. So, we just can't have that. It's just a bad work environment. So, please, just answer the question. Then I guess Krabby Patties? Fantastic. Very, very good answer. You are on a roll so far, mister. All right. Beautiful. Let me just write that down. All right. So I just have one final question for you, and it's a pretty simple one. So, if you were trapped in a 500-foot deep hole, out of food, and in need of a bathroom, while a giant meteor and thousands of evil aliens were on their way to destroy the planet, and all you were given is a rusty spoon, how would you solve the situation? I guess I would start by eating the sand around me with the spoon, and then using the energy gained to jump out of the hole and destroy the aliens and stop the meteor? And then I'd go and use the bathroom. Wow. I gotta be honest with you, sir, I have never heard an answer to that question, because this is my first interview ever, but that is a very, very good answer. Very good first answer. So now let me just check out everything else, all your references and your other answers. And it seems like you are the best out of the 0 other applicants that we have. So, good news, you're hired. Great, I'm ready to start right now. Just out of curiosity though, could you please tell me how much I'd be paid? Well, sir, of course we just started today, just a few hours ago in fact, being in business. So currently, I'd only be able to pay in high fives, but there is a very good chance that you could be promoted later, get more responsibilities and duties, of course, and work longer hours. But if you were to be promoted, you'd probably be getting fist bumps. And then eventually, if you were to become my vice president, which is right now reserved for SpongeBob, but in case he doesn't want it, if you become vice president, you would end up getting, I don't know, maybe thumbs ups. So very valuable things that don't actually have money value, you know? What? You can't pay me? Why even bother interviewing me if you don't have money to pay your employees? Well, I kind of assumed you'd be okay getting high fives. I mean, high fives are very valuable. I mean, they're not worth any money, but, I mean, they're the next best thing to money. Well, you'd be wrong. I quit. Well, you know what? Squid man that's drooling all over himself, I don't want you here anyway. You know what? You're not hired. You were never hired in the first place, so you're not fired, and you can't quit because you were never hired in the first place. I knew you were a bad type. You're probably a lover of chum burgers, aren't you? You trying to lie to me on the application? That's a crime, mister. That's a crime, and it won't stand at Jack's Flower Shop. Get out of here. Oh, man, dealing with people. Yeesh. First customer of the day. Whew, always gets me going. All right. Let me check my watch. Ooh, I think it's 2 o'clock. Oh, perfect. I think that means it's lunchtime. Well, excuse me, sir. I know you're probably going to go get a chum bucket because you're a loser, but I am going to go over to the Krusty Krab, get myself a very delicious and nutritious Krabby Patty. So I trust that you won't steal any of my stuff while you're gone. Yeah, just please don't do anything. And I don't even know why you're still standing here. Get out of here, mister. All right, well, I don't have time to deal with you. I need to go get me some lunch. Hey there, Squidward. Could I please get... what do I usually get here? Could I get 1... No, make that 2... maybe 5... or 10... you know what? Could I just get every single Krabby Patty that you've got going on in the kitchen back there? Plus 5 sides of fries and 3 sodas? Hold on, Jack. Mr. Krabs says he needs to talk to you about your flower business that you started. What about? It's me. But he said you can't have any Krabby Patties until you talk to him. Oh, come on. Mr. Krabs, can you make this quick? I'm starving from my long day of work. Look, Jackie boy. I just feel like it's my responsibility to warn you about the dangers of starting your own business. You may think it's all fun and games for now, but you'll soon realize just how difficult it is. Mr. Krabs, I mean, I'll take your word for it, and I understand you've been in the game a lot longer than I have, but, I mean, Mike Fishonopolis made it sound pretty great. Mike Fishonopolis? Oh, you mean that barnacle head that set up shop right outside the Krusty Krab? Don't let him fool you, Jack. I can tell you from experience that owning a store is very stressful and requires a lot of hard work. Plus, even if your shop is successful, it's very unlikely that it will last for long. What do you mean? Well, take my hectic adventure with the Krusty Krab as an example. Sure, it may be the most popular restaurant in the ocean now. When it first opened back in 1624, it rarely got customers. See, the hit eatery back then was Bob's Burgers. People loved his food so much that no one ever bothered trying the delicious cuisine found at the Krusty Krab. I tried everything under the sun to improve business, from lowering prices to adding hot dogs to the menu. Nothing worked, and I was just about to close her down for good. Oh man, so what did you do? Well, as I was putting up the close sign on the restaurant and saying my final goodbyes, I realized something. If you can't beat someone with your food quality and prices, then your only option is to beat them with dirty tactics. So I marched down to Bob's Burgers, whipped open the doors, and yelled, "Put down your food! The meat in all your burgers is made from worms!" With that, everyone dropped their food, rushed out, and no one ever returned. From then on, the Krusty Krab was the place to go for a delicious bite to eat. So, basically what you're saying is, you cheated. No, I didn't cheat. I was just being a businessman. See, Jack, my point is that businessmen will do whatever it takes to destroy their competition and make money. I just don't want you to get hurt from that silly business of yours. Which is why I would like to buy your flower shop from you, completely free of charge. That way you can get out of the game before things start getting ugly. Mr. Krabs, I gotta be honest, it is a pretty tempting offer, and I mean, you're gonna take it off my hands completely free of charge, man. Not even having me to pay you any money. It's a very generous offer, but I don't know. I mean, I've only been open for like a couple hours now, so I kind of want to see where things go from here. So I think I'll keep it. All right, but don't say I didn't warn you. That was a much-needed lunch break. I hope I didn't have too many customers while I was gone. What the? Where's my shop? There's just a big hole here. Like, TNT was used. Did someone destroy my shop? And leave all these signs? Why are there so many? What do they say? Only pays and high fives. That is so not... Oh, I mean, I guess it is true, but still not very nice. Overpriced flowers? That is not true at all. That is not true. Very reasonably priced. You stink. That's maybe a little bit true, because I don't think I took a shower this morning. So, okay, you got me there. LOL lame. Okay, now that's just not very funny at all. That is just rude. I mean, I'm not lame. I am the definition of cool and hip. Krusty Krab is better. I really can't argue with that one. And flowers are for girls. All right, that just crossed the line. Okay, SpongeBob has flowers, Squidward has flowers, and I was selling flowers. So there's no way flowers are for girls, because last time I checked, none of us are girls. So, wait a minute, speaking of the flowers, are they? No! Where did they go? So many flowers that I was gonna sell. So much money out the window. Oh, and SpongeBob's not gonna be happy. Uh-oh. Better make sure not to tell him about this one. Oh, but who could have done this? And why? Oh, it's you! It's the squid! Ah, I knew it! You took my flowers? Oh my, that's it! You took my flowers so you could sell them! And with that money that you earned, you bought chum burgers, didn't you? Ah, you evil barnacle! It wasn't me, you barnacle head. I wouldn't waste any more of my precious time at your dumb flower shop. Alright, you know what? I'll believe you this time, innocent till proven guilty, as they always say, but I got my eyes on you, squid. Stop drooling, by the way. Probably drooling for chum burgers. Ah, gross. Is that Mike? Mike? Hey, it's Mike! Mike Fishonopolis! Mike, I don't mean to ask and imply that you had anything to do with it, but did you destroy my shop? Of course not. I only go after people when they've done something to me first. Besides, I have my own troubles. Whoever did this to your shop did the same to mine. Really? Like, with the TNT, they destroyed it? And they put up all the signs and everything? Well, the signs in mine were a little different. If I remember correctly, they were Mike Fishonopolis loser, everything sold here is damaged, and worse than the Krusty Krab. Do you have any idea who did this? No, I mean, honestly, I don't know anyone who would do such an awful thing. Is there any chance it was the owner of the restaurant next door to me? What's his name? Mr. Lobster? His name is Mr. Krabs, but I mean, there's no way he would do this. I mean, he's a good man and he's a good businessman. He wouldn't do something like this. Well, maybe you should go and ask him then. He's right over there. Right over there? Where? Oh, Mr. Krabs! Mr. Krabs, thank goodness you're here. Mike Fishonopolis, he's such a funny guy. He thinks that you destroyed my flower shop and his Emporium, but I know that's not true, right? No, I did it. What? Mr. Krabs, but why? I warned you about the dangers of running your own shop, Jackie boy. Like I said, people will do anything to get ahead. But Mr. Krabs, this doesn't make sense. You're not even in the flower industry. And plus, I thought we were friends. Jack, do you remember the time you blew up the Krusty Krab when I hired you to be an employee? Or how you never pay for the Krabby Patties you eat? You may be my most loyal customer, but we're not friends. Anyway, now that your flower shop is done for, I can start selling beautiful, luscious flowers over at the Krusty Krab with no competition. For $5 each, of course. Okay, well, I mean, I guess I get it, and it makes sense, kinda. I mean, you're just trying to make some money, and but wait a minute. Why'd you have to ruin Mike's shop, too? Unless you plan on selling Emporium items at the Krusty Krab, too. Oh, you mean Mike Fishonopolis loser? No, I just didn't want him doing business right next to my fine establishment. People come to my side of town for the fresh, nutritious Krabby Patties, not cheap handbags and banjos. Oh, okay, well, I guess it all makes sense, Mr. Krabs. Kind of evil, but I guess I wasn't ready for business after all. Mr. Krabs, I gotta ask though, since you kind of destroyed my shop and, all the flowers that I got from SpongeBob's house and, all the work I put into it and everything, any chance I can get a free Krabby Patty in return? Oh, hey, 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 hey. Oh, hey, hey, hey. Oh, 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 yeah. No. Mr. Krabs, okay, well, thanks anyway then, but, man, what do I do now? I lost my flower shop, and Mike Fishonopolis lost his Emporium, and, I'm getting kind of tired. It's getting kind of late. Maybe I'll just go back home and take a nice nap. Oh! What the heck? How deep is this hole? It must be like 500 feet deep. Hello? Hello? Oh no. Mr. Krabs, Mike Fishonopolis, or maybe Fishonopolis loser. Nope. Squid guy? Nope. Well, man, what do I do? I'm starting to get hungry down here, and I think I have to use the bathroom. Wait, what's in this chest? A rusty spoon? Oh man, I know this situation. Ah, well, we all know what I have to do now. Time to start digging.